to Rants of a Naija Chic. Today I'm going to be reviewing episode 2 of Real Housewives of Abuja. If you did not watch episode 1, check out the description box. I'm going to link it below. And while you're there, make sure that you're subscribed, okay? Alright, let's get right into it. Episode 2 starts with Comfort meeting up with Arafa for lunch, and of course they discuss Samantha's party. They had their thoughts about it. They both didn't enjoy it. They both felt it was not on theme, and they were kind of shading Princess and her mom for what they wore and stuff like that. Arafa then goes on ahead to invite Comfort to a drag themed party she's hosting. She presents this box to her that had things. She said the theme was kind of like saints and sinners. She had her own interpretation of that represented in her invite box. She had gin, she had juice, she had white panties and black panties. I don't know how that explains saints and sinners, but that's what she did. We saw a little bit of Princess and her son going for a dance class. I don't know, I felt it was forced. Maybe it's just me. And again, I'm not really liking their confessionals. Their confessionals for me is really a flop. I mean, it's too explanatory. I don't know how to say it. Like, they go to a confessional and they are explaining what we're seeing in the scene. Allow us see it in the scene. Tell us the things that we will not see in the scene in the confessional, if that makes sense. At least that's what my understanding of a confessional is supposed to be. Next up, Arafa meets with OJ Pocherella. Again, they discuss the party. This episode was filled with them having meetups and discussing the party. And so, like, I was bored, to be very honest, with this episode. But anyways, she also invited OJ Pocherella for her own event and promised to give her a banging party and all that. But yeah. Then Arafa had this bright idea to introduce Princess to Comfort in a setting that was not a party setting, because that's the first time they met. So they come out for this lunch and they kind of got into it a little bit about what happened at the party. I mean, Comfort called out Princess about her stopping the party, and stuff like that. But they didn't really talk about that. There was a lot of back and forth between Arafa and Princess that Princess is like, I know you. Arafa is like, you don't know me. And in their confessionals, they're talking about the same thing. It really reminded me of Real Housewives of Lagos season 1, where Laura and Chioma had the whole, you are a friend. This one said, I'm not a friend. So I'm like, are you people just reading from Lagos playbook and trying to act it out? Because it was giving trying too much. But anyways, Arafa now has this bright idea that they as friends should set Tutu up. I don't understand why, and I mean, we didn't get a backstory as to if Tutu is looking to be set up. So they're now talking about Tutu's choice of men, and Princess seems to have a lot of information about that, and they now decide that Comfort should be the person to mentor her into changing the kind of men she dates, since Comfort is not really like her friend, that she'll take it better coming from her. That whole conversation to me was hella weird, because Tutu Pai did not ask you people for anything, right? I mean, why are you having this lady she doesn't know walk up to her to start trying to mentor her about her choice of men? But we'll see how that unfolds for them. Next scene had Arafa running into Samantha at the gym. I'm like, I'm sure Abuja has plenty gym, but you people have to run into yourselves at this gym. It's okay, I'll take it. Anyways, at the gym, she walked over, said hi to Samantha, and they sat down and kind of gisted. So that is where Samantha now explains her theme of her party. She said apparently her photo shoot was Bond themed, which I saw, but when the decoration happened, it ended up to be a Barbie theme. I was like, okay, that kind of explains why we saw pink everywhere and all that. It's okay for her. Arafa decides in her confessional she's not going to invite Samantha to her party, that her party she needs people who can give energy. And I won't even fault her, because from what we've seen of Samantha so far, she's a little bit quiet. Like, she's a little bit, I don't want to use the word slow, but she's a little bit quiet. So I get why she didn't want to invite her for her party. So they left without her inviting Samantha to her party. Then Princess goes to Tutu Pai's house to visit her, and while she's there, Arafa calls and is talking to Tutu Pai about her party, that apparently she sent a box to her. And when she sees that Princess is with Tutu Pai, she extends the invitation, and Princess was like, why did you not send me a box and stuff like that? It became a whole thing, and she was like, okay, I'm going to send you a box. In her confessional, Princess was like, everybody knows me, blah blah blah, you should invite me properly. I'm like, it's giving too extra, like you're doing too much about nothing. I don't know why, but it's just giving too extra, too unnecessary extra. I mean, there's extra that is necessary, and then there's unnecessary extra. Princess's extra in this episode was giving too unnecessary. But when Tutu Pai now brings the box to open in front of Princess after the call with Arafa, Princess now realizes it's the same box that she saw on the table when she met up with Arafa and Comfort. So I was like, I don't understand. Even when I saw the box on the table, I expected her to invite Princess. So why did she just go around with whose box now? Tutupai's box. And Princess saw it, but you didn't now send that box. It seemed a little bit shady to me. But anyway, Princess also realized that as well, and she was like, okay, what's that, you know? Next thing, we had Princess meet up with Samantha and their kids for a picnic. That was a lovely one to see. Of course, they talked about the party as well. And Samantha was like, she wasn't invited even though she saw Arafat, but that OJ has told her about the party, that she's going to crash the party, she's going to come. And Princess was like, she insisted on getting her own box and stuff like that. They were just gisting while the children played. Then the D-Day of the party comes. First of all, the theme was drag, and it was saints and sinners. If you know anything about drag, it means you're supposed to come extra. The makeup is supposed to be exaggerated. You can either come like looking like a fish or like camp. Comfort arrives in all black jumpsuit, nothing drag about it, but according to her, she was going the sinner route, but it wasn't giving at all. The party girl herself was dressed in like all white and kind of like Angel. I would say she was interpreting the Angel theme, but it wasn't really giving drag to me. It was giving more like Angel, which is still fine. Princess arrives, and Princess to me was the only person on theme. She was wearing something very extra, like it would call it camp, like in drag terms. Her makeup was exaggerated. She was really on theme. OJ Pocherella was also on theme. She was kind of extra as well, a little bit camp as well. Samantha came and it was just giving I'm going out. It was not giving any theme, anything at all. Tutupai came in just a cute dress. It wasn't really giving extra. It wasn't really giving extra. Like it wasn't giving drag. Her makeup was just a fine makeup. It wasn't giving drag makeup. I'll say the party was a step up compared to Samantha's when at least they seemed to have fun. Then Arafa had this panel of judges who were now in full drag to judge all the ladies on what they wore to the party, and then also judge their models that they kind of like dressed up there and then. Arafa herself had changed into her devil outfit of the event, so that really made me know, okay, she was going really for the saints and sinners theme. Anyways, the judges knew what they were doing because Princess was the one who won, and I think rightfully so, because she was the only person who interpreted the drag theme well. I was so surprised when Tutu was in her confessional saying that they didn't know what they saw. Maybe they had contact lenses, so they didn't realize that she was the winner. I was like, girl, you were not on theme. Like, drag. Do people even know what drag is? But anyways, the episode kind of ended with Tutupai talking about the fact that she's having a staycation for the ladies, that when they come, they'll see how she'll party. So I'm like eager to see what exactly Tutupai is going to bring to the table. And that is it for episode 2 of Real Housewives of Abuja. Honestly, so far I am not impressed. It's not giving anything that I wanted to give. I really hate their confessionals. Their confessionals are too they're counting words too much, if that makes sense. So I'm really hoping that episode 3 kind of picks up, because so far it's giving more. It's not giving. Like, I feel they tried to outdo Real Housewives of Lagos and they're not quite getting it yet. It's still giving extra. You know, extra is trying too hard. But anyways, I'll keep watching and I'll keep reviewing and I'll keep coming back to tell you all about it. Make sure that you're subscribed to this channel so you'll see when the next review comes, and make sure you share it with your friends as well. And check me out on Facebook at Rants of a Naija Chic. I am on Instagram with the same name, and I'll see you next time. Bye.